Well, hi friends. I did a poll on Instagram the other day and you guys told me you wanted to learn more about zippers. And today I am working on a tote bag pattern and I'm working on a different type of zipper than what I've typically shown you in the past. So I wanted to show you how to put this zipper in. So this is going to be the liner of a tote bag and this is an inside zipper pocket. So you know when you reach into your bag, you've got all kinds of pockets, but this one will zip closed to hold all of your things neatly inside, and I'm going to show you how simple it is to put in a pocket just like this. Now, there's something I want to say before we get started on the video, and I have this tool here, and I'm going to link this in the video below. We have these available on our website in several different colors that you can choose from, different prints on the thing. This is the zipper pocket template, and this helps you to make this pocket opening here in your fabric a lot easier. You don't have to do any measuring with rulers and figuring anything out. This makes it super simple. And I developed these here and my husband makes them in our home studio. But what I want to tell you is this has been knocked off so many times. And the really sad thing is they've used all of my photos, all of my videos, my website description, everything, and are reproducing this product all over Amazon. I've seen it on Walmart. I've seen it on Temu. You guys, I think I found one day when we were looking 35 different listings for this exact same product with my own photos on different Amazon sites. So what I want to say to you is if you're going to buy this tool, please only buy it from my website. That is the only original place that you can get this, other than Missouri Star Quilt Company. I will say Missouri Star and I have been working together. They sell these as well, and we make them and supply them for Missouri Star. Any place else that you find this zipper pocket template is a knockoff. It's been stolen from me. They have stolen my photos, and there's not a dang thing I can do about it, which really stinks. But you know, what do? We're small business. We move on, and I just gotta let you know, if you're going to buy this product, I would appreciate it if you would buy it from our website in the link below in the description. So thank you for that. Now let's get on with projects and sewing and happier things.
Now to get started, we have already applied the interfacing to the back of the pocket. We're placing the pocket on the bag liner, right sides together. I'm measuring just to make sure it's centered and it's exactly where I want it to be. So make sure you have that all figured out. Pin it in place if you want to. Now I'm going to use our zipper pocket template here, and I'm measuring down about 1.5 inches from the top of the pocket itself, and I'm marking the center. And then I've made marks on my tool here, and that way I make sure that the zipper is right in the center of my pocket. So I'm going to just use a pen, a marking pen, whatever. You won't see these lines, and I'm just drawing along the outer edge of the box here, and then I'm going to grab the little middle insert and I'm going to draw right down that center line. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect here. I didn't get it quite to the edges. And then I'm going to draw little tiny triangles. So the marks that we just made here are both sewing marks and cutting marks. And now that we used our little tool, we don't have to do any extra measuring or anything else. So now take it to your sewing machine and you're going to sew right along the rectangle. So right on top of that box that you drew, sew the two pieces together. Make sure to take your time here. You want this to look nice and neat, so follow along with the lines. When you get to a corner, leave your needle in the down position, lift up your presser foot so you can pivot around each of the points so that you have nice crisp points for when you turn this pocket over to the back side of the liner. You also want to make sure at the beginning and the end of all of your stitching, you are using a back stitch to secure and lock those stitches into place so it doesn't come apart on you.
And I don't know why.
Okay, next we're going to do a little bit of cutting, and you want either a sharp scissors or a seam ripper to get this started. Now you want to start at the beginning of the line in the center. I'm using a seam ripper and I am just gliding it slowly straight along that line. You can use a scissor here too, and stop at the point of the little triangle. You're going to snip into those corners, but don't snip into your stitching here. So snip both little points on both sides, and then you're going to turn the pocket over into the back side of your liner. So just slide it right through the pocket hole that you just created. Make sure you get everything over there. Because I'm using some heavier weight interfacing, it's going to want to fight me a little bit, but that's okay. We'll show it who's boss. No, just kidding. Just press it gently with your fingers, and now we're going to take it over to the ironing board, and we're going to give it a really good press before we add the zipper. But you just made a zipper pocket opening. Like, it was that easy. I mean, that was really the hardest part. So give it a good press with your iron. And now we're going to glue baste that zipper into place. I am using Roxanne glue baste. You can use whatever kind of water soluble glue that you have. Just put a little bit of glue, you don't need a lot, around those edges of that opening. And we're doing this on the side of the pocket itself. Now we're going to place the zipper face down. You're going to want your zipper over on that right side so that it opens properly when you open your zipper pouch. So lay that in there. You want to make sure that it is nice and straight. And also, if you're using a zipper that has metal zipper stops, be aware of where those stops are so that you do not sew over them. Now, I like to flip it over. The glue is kind of holding it in place, but I'm going to use my iron to heat set the glue. This makes it so it will not gum up your needle. It will not be sticky. The iron essentially is drying the glue and holding your zipper into place. So then you don't have to mess around with pins or anything else. So now our zipper, it's in place, but now we got to sew it. Here's where you want to make note of where those metal zipper stops are. Mine are visible right here at the end, so I can see it. If you can't see it, just know where it is and sew beyond it. Do not sew over that. You will definitely break a needle. All right, now we're using a zipper foot, and again, we are just stitching in place right along the edge of that zipper pocket we created. You want to be sure that you're catching that zipper on the back side. So I sew right up next to that edge with my zipper foot. So our zipper is in place. And for this next part, I still leave my zipper foot on because we're sewing kind of a narrow area. You can make this pocket larger if you wanted, but I make mine about an inch or so wider than the zipper I am using. So we're going to fold it in half. And then we are going to sew along the open 3 edges. So I just fold my bag panel over so that I can see where I'm stitching. And again, I will leave that needle in the down position, lift up my presser foot at every corner, fold that bag liner back, and just stitch along that top edge. All you're doing right now is making the pocket and sewing the open sides of it closed. That's really all there is to it. Now we've closed up the pocket, so if you open your zipper, you can see that everything would be contained inside this pocket. The zipper's on. That step is done.
Well, our bag is done, and let me show you how the inside pocket turned out. It's so cute, and it keeps everything nice and secure in there. That way nothing is going to slide out. You've still got your magnetic closure on the top, but it's that inside zipper pocket. So, you don't lose the chapstick or your car keys. This pattern here for this cute little crossbody bag is exclusive to our sewing squad, and that is our monthly sewing membership. Now, you should join us. We would love to have you. We have close to 500 members. We have a wonderful sewing community of amazing people. Every month, our members get a pattern plus a live class where they have access to ask me any sort of questions that they have. They can sew along, they can just watch the class. Plus, there's a recording, so they don't have to be there live. You can watch the class at whatever time it works best for you. There are no requirements inside the membership, which means you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But you have access to over 30 patterns, over 30 classes that you can watch, download, and take the classes whenever it works for you. You can do it all in a weekend. You can make whatever projects you want. Like I said, there are no requirements. Plus, our members get 20% off the Little Green Bean website every single day on every product we ever sell. You get early access to anything that we release. We always leave it up to our members first, and they get first dibs on things. They get early access to new pattern drops, everything else that we offer on our website. We have a private community, both on our membership website and on Instagram. We have a private page where we have fun discussions. We do a live once a month. I do giveaways once a month. It's really fun. It's a great membership. And like I said, you have access to over 30 patterns and classes right from the get-go. The link to the Sewing Squad is in the video description. So if you want to learn more, go click on that link. We would love to have you join us. It's so much fun over there. And we're going to make this in April. So Join us now, get access to the class, and let's sew this together.